Hold tight, football fans, because the transfer window is exploding. PSG is intensifying their pursuit of Barcelona's Lamine Yamal, potentially triggering the biggest transfer in history. But that's not all. Marcus Rashford's future is a whirlwind, with a Barcelona move looking less certain by the minute, despite previous agreements expiring. And get this, Manchester United and Liverpool are locked in a fierce battle, not for one, but two rising stars, RB Leipzig's Jan Diamond and Borussia Dortmund's Nico Schlotterbeck. This is shaping up to be a summer of seismic shifts. Now let's switch gears to the Camp Nou, where Joan Laporta is laying out Barcelona's plans, and it's a surprise. Despite needing reinforcements at center-back and up front, President Laporta is signaling a summer of consolidation, not a massive overhaul. He's doubling down on La Masia, believing homegrown talent is the key to future success. Forget splashing the cash. Laporta wants to nurture what they already have, prioritizing promotion from within and only signing players if specifically requested by the management team. Is this the right strategy for European dominance? Back to Barcelona, but this time focusing on Hansi Flick's future. Newly elected President Joan Laporta is singing Flick's praises, but a contract renewal isn't a slam dunk. Flick himself prefers to evaluate the situation at the end of the season, fearing a long-term deal could lead to complacency. Laporta is also taking aim at FIFA, demanding a more sensible international calendar after Rafinha's injury, and he's showering praise on young midfielder Pedri, calling him the embodiment of the Barcelona style. It's a whirlwind of activity at the Catalan club. Finally, the World Cup is expanding, and Barcelona could have a huge presence. Up to 18 players could represent the club across the US, Canada, and Mexico, led by stars like Lamine Yamal, Pedri, and Frenkie de Jong. But it's not all good news. Robert Lewandowski's Poland won't be there, and Andreas Christensen's Denmark also missed out. The stage is set for a summer of international glory or heartbreak. Don't miss a single moment. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell for notifications, and stay locked in for all the latest football news.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLune 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
The summer transfer window is shaping up to be incredibly busy, with major European clubs vying for top talent. Manchester United and Liverpool are set to battle it out for RB Leipzig's exciting winger, Jan Diamond, with United hoping Šeško's connection to Leipzig can sway the teenager. The competition doesn't stop there, as both clubs are also eyeing Borussia Dortmund's Nico Schlotterbeck, whose contract talks are stalled due to their renewed interest. Meanwhile, Arsenal's Ricardo Calafiori, despite not actively seeking a move, is attracting attention from Inter Milan, who see an opportunity due to his reduced playing time under Mikel Arteta. Inter could see an exit as well, with right-back Denzel Dumfries potentially available for $28.8 million starting in July, drawing interest from Aston Villa, Liverpool, and Manchester City. Manchester United are also looking to bolster their defense, targeting Benfica's left-back Samuel Dahl. In Germany, Bayern Munich has emerged as the frontrunner to sign Tottenham Hotspur's highly rated centre-back, Mickey van de Ven. However, a move for Manchester City's Phil Foden is off the table, deemed too expensive by Bayern. Chelsea and Newcastle United are both monitoring Paris Saint-Germain striker Gonçalo Ramos, who is reportedly eager to return to the Premier League. Tottenham Hotspur's new manager, Roberto De Zerbi, has identified Juventus midfielder Manuel Locatelli as his top priority. Sporting CP are preparing to field offers for several centre-backs, including Ousmane Diamond, a target for Crystal Palace, Newcastle and Manchester United, and Gonçalo Inacio, also on the radar of Manchester United and Liverpool. AC Milan won't be retaining Niklas Füllkrug after his loan, but Schalke is interested in the veteran striker. Atletico Madrid is moving quickly to secure Atalanta midfielder Ederson, fearing competition from Arsenal. There could also be further dealings between Arsenal and Atletico, with Gunners forwards Gabriel Jesus and Gabriel Martinelli attracting interest from the Spanish side. The biggest story of all? Paris Saint-Germain is intensifying its pursuit of Barcelona's Lamine Yamal, potentially setting up a record-breaking transfer. However, Barcelona's option to sign Marcus Rashford permanently from Manchester United has expired, and it's unclear if Rashford even wants to stay. Despite this, the purchase clause remains active. Finally, Real Madrid is keeping a close watch on 18-year-old Atalanta defender Honest Ahaner, who can play both center-back and left-back. The transfer market is heating up, and these are just some of the storylines to watch as clubs prepare for a busy summer. Barcelona president Joan Laporta is signaling a more cautious approach to the upcoming summer transfer window, prioritizing internal development over a major overhaul of the squad. While acknowledging the need to strengthen in key positions, a center-back, a striker, and potentially a left winger if Marcus Rashford doesn't sign permanently, Laporta emphasizes a focus on maintaining and consolidating the current team. In a statement to Man Utd via MD, Laporta explained that Barcelona won't be making signings for the sake of going to the market. Instead, the club will look to promote players from its famed La Masia academy, believing a number of young talents are ready to contribute to Hansi Flick's squad. He envisions a team built around a core of homegrown players, supplemented by great quality signings from abroad, a model reminiscent of Barcelona's most successful teams in history. Laporta's vision is to build upon the existing foundation, rather than dismantling and rebuilding. He believes the current squad is competitive and strong, and that any additions should be targeted and strategic, only occurring if requested by the management team. This approach reflects a shift in strategy, prioritizing financial stability and long-term development over immediate, high-profile acquisitions. The emphasis on La Masia is a key component of Laporta's plan. He points to the success of past Barcelona teams built around homegrown talent, and believes the academy is once again producing players capable of making a significant impact. While acknowledging the need for quality reinforcements, Laporta is confident that the club can achieve its goals by nurturing its own talent and making smart, targeted signings. The summer window will be a test of this philosophy, as Barcelona seeks to balance ambition with financial prudence. Barcelona's newly elected president, Joan Laporta, has reaffirmed his confidence in the club's current sporting project, emphasizing stability and a reliance on existing players. In a detailed interview with Spanish newspaper Sport, Laporta addressed several key topics, including the future of manager Hansi Flick and the club's transfer policy. Regarding Flick's contract renewal, Laporta stated that discussions will take place, calmly at the end of the season, noting that Flick himself doesn't feel an immediate need to extend his deal. Laporta believes Flick deserves a renewal, but respects the manager's desire to assess the situation before committing long-term, suggesting a one-year extension would satisfy both parties. He believes a longer contract could lead to complacency. Laporta strongly defended the club's commitment to the La Masia philosophy, stating there's no need to turn to the transfer market just for the sake of it. He believes the current team is strong and should be maintained and consolidated through internal development. He also addressed his celebrations following the presidential election, dismissing any suggestion of offense and emphasizing the importance of originality. Looking ahead to the current season, Laporta expressed optimism, particularly regarding the Copa del Rey, viewing the team's performance as a sign of potential success. He reiterated that signings will only be made when requested by the management team to strengthen the squad, emphasizing the quality of the existing players, including goalkeeper Juan Garcia. Laporta also criticized the congested international calendar following an injury to Brazilian player Rafinha, calling on FIFA to create a schedule that considers the demands placed on major clubs. Finally, he praised young midfielder Pedri, highlighting his embodiment of the Barcelona style despite not being a La Masia graduate. These comments signal a period of stability and a focus on internal growth for Barcelona under Laporta's leadership. As the club's season draws to a close, Barcelona could see a significant representation at this summer's expanded 48-team World Cup, hosted across the US, Canada, and Mexico. Estimates suggest as many as 18 current Barca players could participate, with Spain leading the way in potential representation. Lamine Yamal, Pedri, Pau Cubarsí, Fermin Lopez, Dani Olmo, and Ferran Torres are considered almost certain to be included in Luis de la Fuente's Spain squad, barring injury. However, several other Spanish players with Barca connections, Joan Garcia, Alejandro Balda, Eric Garcia, Marc Casado, and Gavi, are also in contention, adding to the potential Spanish contingent. Frankie de Jong is expected to be a key player for the Netherlands, provided he recovers from his current injury. Jules Kounde, when fit, is a favorite of France coach Didier Deschamps. João Cancelo has a strong chance of making Portugal's squad, while Marcus Rashford is a regular for England under Thomas Tuchel. Rooney Bargi is likely to represent Sweden despite limited playing time, while Robert Lewandowski will miss the tournament after Poland failed to qualify. Andreas Christensen's participation for Denmark is also in doubt due to injury. Barcelona's South American stars, Ronald Araujo, Uruguay, and Rafinha, Brazil, are expected to be key players for their respective national teams, continuing their experience from the previous World Cup in Qatar. The final squad lists will depend on fitness and coach selections, but Barcelona is poised to have a strong presence at the tournament.